thing. Giorgio is holding, he's holding something heavy.
What up, everybody? We back at it again. How's everybody's night going? Here we going to touch base on this artificial sun. So I did a little research, did a little digging. China's not the first. China may be the recentest, but China is not the first, guys. How do you guys feel about that? How much of it is actually fucking true? And like, is there something going on with our fucking sun? Be nice to know. We're gonna figure this shit out. All right, we're gonna get into this video though. Mad love, everybody. Mad love. We're gonna change this banding. Need you to like, follow, share. Throw some comments in here. Let me know what you think.
This is a giant step toward the holy grail of energy research. This is too good to be true, and yet we've taken a giant step forward.
In a world where nations compete to push the boundaries of scientific achievement, one country stands at the forefront, ready to unleash technological prowess that will leave the world in awe. We're about to take you deep into the heart of China's scientific revolution, where dreams once confined to science fiction have become a reality. China's artificial sun has transformed into a monumental creation that's fast reshaping the future of energy and how we perceive human ingenuity. But what lies behind this bold endeavor? And is it merely a show of technological strength or a harbinger of a new era? Join us as we delve into the secrets behind this cutting-edge technology of China's artificial sun. Within the center of our solar system lies the magnificent sun, a vibrant source of life. Visualize the sun as a colossal ball, dwarfing everything else around it. It's so massive that it holds a staggering 99.8% of the entire solar system's mass. To give you an idea of its size, the sun's diameter is approximately 109 times larger than Earth's diameter. It's so immense that you could fit around 1 million Earths inside it. When we look at the sun's surface, it blazes at a scorching 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 5,500 degrees Celsius. But wait until we peek at its core, the heart of all the action. There, the temperature soars to a staggering 27 million degrees Fahrenheit or 15 million degrees Celsius. That's hotter than our wildest imaginations can fathom. The sun's power is awe-inspiring. Its energy production is so mind-blowing that you'd need to explode a whopping 100 billion tons of dynamite every single second just to match its output. Can you believe it? It's like a non-stop explosion on an unimaginable scale. While the sun shines brilliantly among the stars, it's just one of over 100 billion stars that make up the Milky Way galaxy. Meanwhile, the sun resides about 25,000 light-years away from the heart of the Milky Way. What's truly captivating is that it takes a staggering 250 million years for the sun to complete a single orbit around the galaxy's core. That's an unfathomably slow cosmic interaction. Interestingly, in the grand cosmic story, the sun belongs to a special stellar generation known as Population 1 stars. These stars, including our sun, are relatively young and are abundant in elements heavier than helium. The sun's birth happened around 4.6 billion years ago. making it middle-aged compared to other stars in the universe. The sun has been shining bright for billions of years, and it's not planning to retire anytime soon. It still has enough fuel to keep illuminating our skies for another 5 billion years. Can you envision that? On its scorching surface, a jaw-dropping 63 million watts of energy shoot out from every square meter. But by the time this energy reaches us on Earth, after traveling a staggering 150 million kilometers or 93 million miles, it diminishes to around 1,370 watts per square meter at the top of our atmosphere. Now hold your breath for this. China, the ever-ambitious innovator, is taking things to the next level. They're creating an artificial sun right in their backyard, and guess what? It's over 5 times hotter than our actual sun. Talk about aiming high. But here's the catch. This bold project comes with a hefty price tag of a mind-boggling $1 trillion. That's a lot of zeros. But what exactly is China's grand plan with this blazing creation? They're on a quest to harness nearly limitless clean energy, mirroring the natural reactions that happen within the stars. It's like capturing the magic of the sun's energy-making process, but in a controlled environment right here on Earth. This holy grail of clean energy production holds the key to a greener future. And the best part? No need for pesky fossil fuels and zero hazardous waste materials left behind, unlike the nuclear fission process used in commercial nuclear energy production. You might wonder, how does this fantastical, artificial sun actually work? Well, it adopts the same energy-producing method as our trusty sun. It's all about nuclear fusion, where tiny particles fuse to release an unimaginable amount of energy. This is the power that fuels stars, and now China is trying to harness it for our benefit. But let's not forget the colossal challenges involved in creating this celestial decree. Taming such immense heat and power requires cutting-edge technology and brilliant minds. It's like trying to grasp a cosmic fireball, and it's a monumental leap in the journey towards achieving clean, sustainable energy for generations to come. China's artificial sun operates just like our sun, harnessing solar energy through a fascinating process called nuclear fusion. This is the same process that generates the energy reaching us on Earth. In the sun's core, hydrogen atoms' protons collide fiercely and fuse to create helium atoms. This extraordinary phenomenon, known as the proton-proton chain reaction, or PP chain, releases tremendous energy deep within the sun's core. Envision this incredible process happening at an unimaginable scale. The sun fuses an astonishing 620 million metric tons of hydrogen every single second. That's like creating an explosion of energy on an astronomical level. But for nuclear fusion to occur, the sun's core requires extreme conditions, an equivalent pressure of 250 billion atmospheres and a scorching temperature of 15.7 million Kelvin, which is hotter than you can ever fantasize. The mind-blowing outcome of this reaction is the fusion of 4 hydrogen protons, forming a single alpha particle. That's 2 protons and 2 neutrons bonded together, just like a helium nucleus. This wondrous transformation releases 2 positrons and 2 neutrinos as well. The neutrinos are incredible, elusive particles that hardly interact with anything and shoot out from the sun like cosmic messengers. Now, what sets this artificial sun apart from traditional energy production methods, like burning fossil fuels or nuclear fission? Well, it's all about the inherent safety and environmental benefits. Unlike nuclear fission, where heavy atomic nuclei are split and dangerous radioactive waste is produced, nuclear fusion utilizes light.
What up, Mr. Jimmy Stone, mad love and respect. Thanks for stopping in. We're viewing about this Chinese artificial sun. We're diving into the artificial sun side, since that's a controversial thing. And so far we're learning about the Chinese, and there is other suns. Other countries have done this up to 3 years ago.
Atomic nuclei like hydrogen, leaving behind no harmful waste materials. It's like tapping into the same power that drives the stars in the sky. The idea of creating an artificial sun may sound like a page from a science fiction novel, but China is pursuing it with all its might. The goal is to unlock the door to nearly limitless clean energy, replicating the natural reactions that occur within stars. If successful, this could mark a turning point in the quest for sustainable energy sources that won't deplete our planet's resources or harm the environment. However, it's not an easy feat to tame such an intense cosmic force. scientists and engineers face colossal challenges in controlling the tremendous heat and pressure required for nuclear fusion. The artificial sun's creation involves cutting-edge technology and ingenuity on an unprecedented scale. It's like trying to recreate a blazing star right here on Earth. Surprisingly, China has achieved something truly incredible with their experimental advanced superconducting tokamak, or EAST.
So what are you guys thinking about this?
For short.
Does this fucking blow your mind? That people are like, oh, that's a fake sun.
This remarkable reactor managed to superheat a loop of plasma to a mind-blowing temperature, 5 times hotter than our sun. For over 15 minutes, EAST maintained a blazing temperature of 158 million degrees Fahrenheit or 70 million degrees Celsius, a feat that left the scientific community applauding. Let's take a closer look at what makes EAST so extraordinary. You see, it's not just about setting records, it's a significant step toward a groundbreaking goal: the creation of a nearly limitless source of clean energy. Imagine a world powered by clean, sustainable energy without relying on fossil fuels. That's the dream EAST is inching closer to. EAST's magnetic confinement technique, called the tokamak design.
The tokamak design.
Plays a vital role in its success. This ingenious machine uses magnetic fields to trap and control the ultra-hot plasma in a donut-shaped loop, known as the torus fusion energy. Visualize a swirling fiery interaction held together by the power of magnets. However, recreating the intense conditions found inside the sun and other powerful stars is no small feat. It's like trying to harness the very essence of celestial power. The sun itself is an awe-inspiring fusion reactor, where hydrogen atoms collide and fuse, releasing an unimaginable amount of energy. EAST is like a man-made sun, capturing the essence of this magnificent cosmic process. Just picturing the challenges the scientists and engineers faced while working on EAST. They had to develop cutting-edge technology to tame and control temperatures hotter than anything found on Earth. It's like trying to handle a star's core right here in a laboratory. But this is not the first time EAST has amazed the world. A year ago, it set another astonishing record by maintaining a temperature of 216 million degrees Fahrenheit, or 120 million degrees Celsius, for an astounding 101 seconds. The progress is undeniable, and with each milestone, they're getting closer to the ultimate goal of sustainable, clean energy. EAST's achievement also involved beating a previous record set by France's Torus Supra Tokamak back in 2003. That's right. The Chinese scientists have outdone even the French in their quest to unlock the secrets of fusion energy. Imagine.
Remember I said when I started this, China was not the first. Okay, so that was the French one. There's one more. Germany did it before them.
A revolutionary concept called tokamak, the key to unlocking the potential of future fusion power plants. Tokamak is a magnetic wonder that can confine plasma particles, creating conditions perfect for fusion. This ingenious machine consists of a donut-shaped vacuum chamber where gaseous hydrogen fuel is subjected to extreme heat and pressure. Under such intense conditions, the hydrogen transforms into a sizzling hot, electrically charged gas known as plasma. Now, here comes the magic. Scientists control the charged particles of this plasma using gigantic magnetic coils positioned all around the chamber. It's like a cosmic dance of magnetic forces, carefully guiding the plasma, ensuring it stays away from the chamber's walls. This control is vital because any contact between the electrified plasma and the reactor walls could lead to an instantaneous meltdown. We want to avoid that. To make the plasma even more electrifying, a powerful electrical current runs through the vessel. This electrification process strips electrons from the hydrogen nuclei, transforming the gas into a mesmerizing and fiery plasma. You might wonder, why all this magnetic magic? Well, the answer lies in fusion, the holy grail of clean energy production. Fusion is the same process that powers the sun and other mighty stars. When hydrogen atoms collide and fuse, they unleash an unimaginable amount of energy. Just envision harnessing the power of stars to light up our world. But there's a catch. Achieving fusion is not a simple task. The conditions required are so extreme that they are almost otherworldly. That's where tokamak comes to the rescue. creating the perfect environment for this cosmic energy-making process. The term tokamak itself is a clever Russian acronym, which stands for toroidal chamber with magnetic coils. And within this toroidal chamber, scientists bring the future of clean, limitless energy one step closer to reality. It's like holding the sun's power right in the palm of your hand. Visualize an electrifying spectacle inside the tokamak. The plasma particles, buzzing with energy, collide and heat up. But how do they reach the extraordinary temperatures needed for fusion? Well, scientists use additional heating methods like powerful microwaves and beams of energetic particles to bring the plasma to scorching fusion temperatures, ranging from 150 to a staggering 300 million degrees Celsius. Just envision the incredible power packed into those tiny particles. Now, you might worry about the safety of such extreme temperatures, but fear not. In a modern-day tokamak, the amount of hydrogen fuel inside the chamber is incredibly small, less than 1/10 gram at any given moment. So, even if a disruption occurs during the pulse, the reaction cools down immediately, bringing an end to the fusion process. This means that a nuclear explosion at a tokamak is simply not possible. You see, the beauty of the fusion process lies in its inherent safety. Unlike fission reactions, where heavy atomic nuclei split and produce hazardous radioactive waste, fusion reactions involve light atomic nuclei like hydrogen, leaving behind minimal radioactive byproducts. It's like harnessing the power of the stars but without any harmful aftermath. But that's not all. Scientists are going above and beyond to ensure safety in fusion power plant designs. They're implementing—
Notice I didn't say not any, minimal nuclear material. They don't specify how much exactly. They didn't say zero. They said minimal.
a range of additional safety measures, leaving no room for chance. It's like adding layers of protection to this cosmic wonder. Even in the unlikely event of a cataclysmic breach in a tokamak, you needn't worry about any dangerous radioactive releases outside the plant's enclosure. The designs are meticulously engineered to minimize any potential risks to the environment and the surrounding community. Safety is a top priority on this scientific journey into the heart of fusion energy. Tackling the blazing plasma in China's experimental advanced superconducting tokamak was no easy task for scientists. Fusion reactors require extremely high temperatures, even hotter than the sun's scorching core. The catch is that these reactors operate at much lower pressures than the sun, making it challenging to control the plasma. Picturing the difficulty of cooking plasma to temperatures hotter than the sun, while also containing its wild energy. It's like taming a cosmic fireball. The scientists had to figure out a way to corral the superheated plasma, preventing it from burning through the reactor's walls.
Your dedication is
All right,
impressive. Remember, a commander is only as powerful as
this is getting all right.
In the desert outside Roswell, it is a super strong element commonly used in NASA spacecraft.
These microscopic spirals were made of wolfram and molybdenum. The melting temperature for wolfram is about 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and for molybdenum is—
I'm just gonna bring this up, okay? This was 1 month ago. Okay. You guys pay attention to this. Watch.
歪了，卡子了，卡子了，卡子了，卡子了，连熟了，
烧了下来了。咦，可能这个摸到哪呢？
你往后看。装吧，葫芦里，这基本上。
Not everybody would. So with that being said, okay. With that being said, do I really think that they should be fucking with something that, in my opinion, just it's too much. It's too much, okay? Like, you guys fucking don't have a very good track record. Okay. Here, I watch this one. Okay, I watch these guys all the time. Okay, they're trying to show. Okay, these guys that fucking tell you the bullshit's on China. This is 4 days ago. Like this shit, like.
In Australia.
Little videos.
Who knows if over the chronology
Months ago, special Chinese gonna kidnap protester in England.
that crash. Is it possible that was
I'm looking for certain ones.
In 2019, former British intelligence officer
See, 1 month ago.
missing the P-7 bench in the Pacific
They're- These two are fucking hilarious. I want to give some love to these guys. Only reason I watch them is because they actually lived in China. They really lived in China for a minute, so they actually had to get the fuck out of there. It's getting chilly outside. Yeah, it's getting chilly outside there, tits. Told you, fucking winter's coming early. Oh,
Chinese government very ineffective. If
Yes.
you're not catching my sarcasm.
Yeah, and they basically, you wonder how they get away with it. It's pretty simple. The inspectors are bribed, so that's why those things can exist and stay there for years, not hooked up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got some little clips here from the Chinese internet.
Ah, yes, there's stuff that's going viral these days.
Okay, so what's this? That's cool. So he's going to try. What do you expect?
I mean, can you go back for a second?
Sure.
Like, check out the girl. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's
This dude's like a
see the girl. She's
cigar swallower.
She
Yeah.
flicks it up.
well, we gotta go back
and
to the
it's
fight.
sideways.
Yes.
Right. You
Now
see
we
it.
gotta go back to the fight. Hold on.
Really. Let's take a look at this fire hose.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's about par for the course, isn't it?
That's what we call chabador.
Yes. Chabu dua means
Good enough.
it's off, not a lot.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Off by not
Good
much.
enough. Good enough.
Yeah. It's
It's-
actually
yeah.
not chabu dua. That's like chahan dua.
Yeah, it is.
That's-
But you know, it's
doesn't
like
work.
the fire safety guy said we have a fire hose on every level. Well, we have a fire hose. It's not hooked up to anything, but it's there,
Yeah.
you know?
Well,
So,
You know what's really cool about China is they get things done.
sure.
You know, they might be a dictatorship, but they just get things done real fast. And
Yeah.
they actually do what they say. Not that the bureaucrats in America that just waste everyone's tax money and time.
Yeah, yeah.
Those Chinese, they get those things done.
Yeah, they just put those fire hoses up. They don't hook it up to anything. But hey,
All right, let's get back.
And often you'll get this for your birthday because
Yeah.
it symbolizes longevity. So you'll get a bowl of these noodles on your birthday. And you know what's funny? I always hated this because you
Yeah.
go and get this lucky bowl of noodles on your birthday, but
Yeah.
it's always like when you're at this massive feast of
Yes.
your dinner. So you're
Yeah.
already eating like duck and pork and all this stuff. And you're like, I don't want to eat some plain ass.
yeah, it's just a
noodles."
long noodle. I know, like, also part of like wedding ceremonies and
Yes.
stuff, they have that too. And so they'll put this long noodle, and you're supposed to try and swallow as much of it to like symbolize that your marriage is going to be a long, healthy marriage.
Correct.
That type
Correct.
of thing.
It's like Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except it's just a long noodle that's like a mile long.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Let's have
let's
a
see what he's going to do with this one.
It didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Not quite.
He tried.
Yeah, he certainly did. You know, this is a Chinese locksmith, and okay.
This is par for the course. If
By
you
the
call
way, yeah.
locksmith in China, this is what you get.
If you call a Chinese locksmith, what they do is they're not going to pick your lock; they're going to break your lock.
Correct.
Whether it's with a grinder or bolt cutters, or this guy's very ingenious technique. Let's take a look. I'll get us out. Okay, wait.
His foot.
I didn't slow mo. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, just slow mo. Okay, I'll get us out again.
Oh,
That says it all.
toes.
I like how the locksmith
Yeah.
is using the most like stupid rudimentary
What up,
tools. He's not even
Terry?
using like a file or something that you have a lot of space to hit.
Yeah.
You know that dude got his fucking toes. You know he did. Ah, watching some funny shit on China, but at the same time we're gonna be watching this rocket launch because we got into the Chinese launching the fake sun up, and it's actually a fucking fusion fucking reactor. So we're like, do we really want them doing that shit? I'm kind of scared.
He's using like a thin rod.
Yeah, whatever it
and
is.
then throws the hammer at his own leg.
Yeah,
or
and lands on his own foot. Yeah, definitely landed on his foot. You can tell. And he's wearing sandals.
Oh, you know he's wearing.
Anyway, okay.
Man, he misses a toenail.
He pulled it out.
Man, thank you for sharing.
So what's happening here?
This is such a multifaceted video.
Okay.
So many things happen. First, we can look at this guy. There's a guy, if you're listening and you're not watching, there's a guy sitting down, crouched down, and he's got a bowl of rice, tons of rice.
Piece of meat.
He's got one piece of paigu. And paigu is like a rib,
rib.
pork rib. But it's like the little piece of cartilage connected to the meat, right? It's not the bone; it's the cartilage connected to the meat. That's paigu.
Yeah.
He's
got a piece of pumpkin
Yes.
with the skin on, and he's chatting to the camera as he squats down to eat this thing, right?
Yeah.
But then, the chicken comes and steals the
chicken steals the pork.
But I love this. So he gets
Oh,
mad,
that chicken
right?
did.
Hold on. He tries to do a leg sweep to the chicken.
He tries to kick the chicken
to get revenge for stealing the pork.
Yeah.
Misses, falls down while falling. His weird top knot,
tuft
crazy
of hair.
tuft
fuck,
thing.
he's on the
whatever
back.
that hair is.
Yeah.
I'm rattling off hairstyles
See
from
this? Look at this. That is fucking hilarious. I don't care who you are.
creator, like character creators on like RPGs.
Yeah.
He's got like a tuft of hair that wisps away.
It's like a baby hair, you know? Like
Yeah,
you ever seen
yeah.
a baby cartoon. As
yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as
He's got the
he
Homer
falls,
Simpson going on.
successfully eats the pumpkin while falling.
Yes.
It's amazing.
No wonder he's got the Homer Simpson hair going on. He's fucking stressed out because the damn rooster or chicken keeps taking his fucking food.
It's quite the scene. Yes. So again, I'd like to raise awareness for everyone out there. Bot farms and phone farms in China are very common. I've seen some with my own eyes in Shenzhen. They're very out now.
This is when you buy your viewers. You know what I'm saying? This is how you fucking people do this shit. TikTok, Facebook, you literally buy fucking 500 views, I think is the minimum. But this is how this shit's done. People make money off of doing this shit.
Open sometimes. They don't really seem to care. Now, you know when people pay for clicks and likes and engagement?
Yes. Sorry, it was Don Corneo from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, that's yes. Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
Yeah. So when people pay for engagement, you sometimes wonder how, like, I don't know, an influencer who sucks has like millions of followers, lots of engagement. It's because you can pay people in China who run these very sophisticated phone farms. And if you look what's going on here is they've got a computer that controls them all, and they all have individual accounts on them, right? So each one will have its own Weibo account or Facebook account or, Google account or whatever, Instagram account. And what they do is they're running simultaneously all these different influencer apps, the social media apps, and they scroll through and giving likes and engagement and stuff like that. So it artificially creates this idea that you have a successful social media account. And so that's why you get Chinese state media, for instance, who has a Facebook page. It's got like 7 million followers, but only 2 likes on whatever they share.
So yeah, I'd like to add on to this. So Winston is talking about when you're paying like the basic group of people to look like there's engagement on something, and usually that's surrounding like something where someone's trying to sell something or grow their account. But in our case,
get your algorithm up.
It's what we see it mostly used as, like you said, in state media, and they'll use this to send comments across like material or videos they don't like.
Yeah.
Right? So they go target this one and they'll send a billion comments. They're like, this is wrong. He is liar. You know.
Yeah, that type of thing.
This is the stuff we deal with all the time.
Yeah.
There's also these accounts which for some reason have not been dealt with by like these big platforms. They'll have like 1 or 2 million followers, but then each post they put up gets like
Yes.
or a comment from like a random person in the other side of the world that's not actually watching this, right? So it's like it's pretty transparent and obvious how this works, but for some reason I don't know why like these platforms don't go all in and getting rid of these inorganic followers. And stuff.
You know, there's another side to this that people don't realize is the amount of environmental damage this does. I know this sounds weird and off the wall, but when you run servers and you have to cater to traffic, you have these big server farms, right? And they have to be powered. They use electricity. They use air conditioning to keep the servers cool. They use a lot of power. A lot of the bandwidth and power is going to these vacant rubbish bot accounts.
Yeah.
So, you know, instead of proper organic stuff where you could save on energy and all that, if it was just being used as it's designed to be used, now you have to boost your bandwidth and boost your processing power and stuff to deal with these literally millions of false clicks.
Man, they gotta have some helly internet, like he's saying, because I can't barely even run this fucking computer out here. I thought I was in the boonies. So y'all tell me how the fuck they running that shit.
And comments and engagement, you know, so this is bad for the environment too.
Yeah, so Boss says all that power consumption for fake likes, and I get a paper straw in my Capri Sun to save the planet.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Again, you know, China, as we know, and if you don't know, you should know, is the biggest contributor to world pollution at the moment. You know, out of all countries in the world, in fact, they emit more CO2 and so on than all developed countries combined. They burn more coal.
That's not an opinion.
That's the truth. They outfish the seas. They do all this like really bad stuff for the environment. They get away with it. This is just another one of the environmental sins we can pin on China here. Anyway, and the people who pay for this.
A lot of shield accounts that like to use these.
Yeah, exactly. What is this?
This is going to take some explanation.
Okay.
So you were looking at a woman with a sore on her lip, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like a canker sore or something like this. Where do you think she thinks she got this from?
Barbecue.
Shanghua.
Yes.
Right? So if you don't know, Shanghua is the concept in China that does not exist where you're from if you're not from China.
Dirty pecker in her mouth.
Or some parts of Asia.
Yes,
hey, I'll tell you where that came from. That's a dirty pee-pee you didn't put in your mouth, young woman. Put the dirty dick in your mouth, get the dirty dick sores.
It's the idea that if you eat fried things or things with too much seasoning or things that are unhealthy in general, this will raise the heat of your chi. Now, chi doesn't exist, but if you believe in it,
that young
your
woman
heat
had dirty
will be
dick
raised up,
sores on
and
the
then
lip.
you will have.
See that right there? See it? It's right there. Got the dirty dicks.
Symptoms like your tongue will get all white, you'll get sores in your mouth, you'll get acne and zits,
grease,
you get greasy skin. All of this stuff that is explained away by other things.
They just need to drink a Jiadou Bao, then you'll be okay.
Yeah. All these things are in China are always explained away by saying, "Oh, I'm just Shanghua. My chi is too hot." Right. So the number one culprit in China for Shanghua to raise your chi is la tiao.
Ah, yes.
100%. La tiao we've eaten on our VIP show on Mondays is literally wheat gluten.
Yeah.
So you know people are like, I'm gluten free.
It looks like jerky, but it's not.
Yes. You know people say they're gluten free.
Yeah. This is gluten full.
This is only gluten.
Yes.
It's wheat gluten.
And it's always made in the chemical industrial zone.
Yes. It's usually made in chemical industrial zones.
Yeah.
You know that level in Sonic 2?
Yes.
It's made there. They deep fry this gluten bar.
Yeah.
Then they cover it in spice and salt.
Yes.
And so she wants to eat it, but she is Shanghua. She's got a thing, right?
So what you gonna do?
Let's see her solution.
Okay.
I know it's fucking
It's gonna hurt her sore,
Yeah,
right?
Okay, yeah.
That's a lot of Latio.
What is this disgusting stuff you found?
This
I
is
feel like
what-
this is
this
a fetish.
No, this is going viral on Chinese
Okay.
internet. This is how she's avoiding the Shanghua.
Hi, I'm JT, and I made Result Hunter, the search engine for conservatives. Let me just tell you what it does. First of all, big tech right now is run by
Whatever you say, bud.
Just eat it.
It's so gross.
And then
She doesn't care.
Yeah.
Changhua.
She just gave up. She doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, I get it.
But it hurts.
But it does.
So I thought that was
And
an
dirty
interesting
dick is-
way to explain Shanghua to you guys.
Yeah.
Because this concept probably doesn't exist in your country. You can
Probably
eat whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
It's
well,
not going to
I
change.
mean, within reason. If you eat unhealthy, it is going to affect you.
It will, but
It's back
to
up.
say, oh, I can't drink this beer or eat these peanuts because I'll get acne.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, my throat's gonna hurt. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's maybe just don't eat a lot of rubbish.
Watching
Maybe-
this here young lady, she's got the dirty dick disease in her lip on the inside down there. Dirty dick disease. She was sucking them dirty Peters.
Don't
Yeah.
eat Latio.
Yeah, Latio's
Latio's
garbage.
gonna give you anything
Dirty
you believe
dick.
in health wise, that will give it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to keep Okay, so this was going around.
Yeah,
This has actually made its rounds multiple times, and it makes me laugh
Every
every
time.
single
Every
time. And
time.
I want to try not to laugh.
Okay,
in
let's
this
try.
scenario.
Breathalyzer?
So he's being stopped, and they're going to give him a breathalyzer test.
Correct.
All right, so let's take a look.
吹啊好，你先吹，你吹啊好。
I just love.
Yeah, I like that kind of bass humor.
It's
Yeah,
very low, but for some reason it's every time.
no, I really like
I
it.
want you guys in the comment section / in the chat as well.
Yeah,
No matter where you are, because you might not be watching this live. If
Sure.
you are, you can put it in chat. Tell me what you think is wrong with this. We're not going to
This-
explain it to you. Play it.
Okay, we're just going to play it and
Yeah.
then see
What
if
do you
people
think
pick
is
up on
wrong
it.
here?
Okay.
Not him falling down.
Why are you hopping on the bad one?
What's wrong here? Maybe just pause it. Yeah. What's wrong?
Yeah, and then we'll look at the comments later.
Recently,
I am the fucking pothead here, and I know I would not be hopping on my goddamn bad foot. I'll see this fool. And this is where we talk about common sense is no longer common. This is prime example of this right here. Common sense is no longer common. This isn't just in China. I've seen this shit over here. What the hell?
there's been a lot of flooding.
Oh,
in China.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's absolutely insane. Some of the aftermath and some of the places that have been cleared up.
I mean,
looks like the city was moved.
you know, I don't want to show too much of it here on the show because it starts to blend together, and you just
Yeah.
think like, oh, like I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
But if you see the amount of devastation and how high those floodwaters have gone up, it's insane. It's just incredible. Yeah, and there's a lot of damage and a lot of death and a lot of loss, but you don't really hear about it, do you? Because
No.
it's not the kind of thing China wants people to know about.
Doug and Battle Bard and Abu Kumar, everyone's right. It's the wrong leg.
It's the wrong leg.
He's jumping on the broken foot. It's what are you doing?
Maybe it
You're
wasn't-
making it.
Maybe it wasn't broken in the first
Excuse me?
place. I mean,
Feel
why's
like
he
it's
got crutches if he's going to be hopping
So
on one foot?
in wrestling terms, right? In
Mhm.
WWE,
Yeah.
they'll fake an injury to get someone off TV. Be like, oh, he hurt his
Yeah,
leg
yeah.
or whatever, and then they'll see him walking around or whatever
Yeah,
in real life. That's what happened.
Yeah,
He's just a pro
exactly.
wrestler.
What's going on here?
I don't know why you asking me.
Oh, I guess we'll just watch it.
别跟娘们似的，真哭了。
What are you showing us?
It's funny.
Okay.
The wife's obviously mad and she's
Yeah.
crying about something, and he's like, "Oh, look, she's really crying," and then she spits on him.
Yeah, because she's
She's
not
obviously
actually
mad.
crying.
No,
Okay.
she's crying.
Was she?
Yeah, she's upset about something. She's
Okay.
mad that he's filming.
Oh, I see.
Why are you getting all offended by
No.
these incredibly front page normal billion clips?
No idea. No idea.
I thought this was funny. Yeah. We gotta back up, get us out of there.
Okay,
Gotta
I'll
read
back
the
up.
subtitles.
Okay. All right.
You gotta watch. You gotta get spit on again.
No, that's
So
toilet humor.
this guy.
I got
Yeah.
this.
Is that toilet humor?
It's people spitting on people's toilet humor.
Is that?
Yeah, 100%.
I always thought that was poop and pee stuff.
No, anything that's bodily fluids is toilet humor.
Interesting. Potty humor. Yeah, I would never think about it like that.
Anyway, let's continue.
Yes, let's move on to this. So this is really fun. I thought this was so stupid. It was funny.
Yeah.
This is going around the Chinese internet.
Absolutely.
So this guy is doing one of those kind of surprise interviews.
Yeah.
You know, where they walk up to people.
Yeah.
And they're, you'll often see this outside of bars and stuff. You walk up, yeah, so he goes up to this this girl and calls her like classmate. He says, classmate, can you give me something to play with? Which sounds very suggestive.
It does.
Right?
It does.
That means like, give me something to play with. And if you heard that, you'd be like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yikes.
Yeah.
He's like, give me something to play with. She's like, what am I going to give you to play with? She was like carrying some
Why is she carrying a random
I
stick?
don't know, but like, it was set up so well to like throw her off because she's probably like, why would a perv be asking me something like this?
And then it's like a stick.
Dumb stick she's carrying.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. Okay. This.
So these dudes, have you ever ridden in the back of a mianbaoche, a bread van?
Yeah.
So they call these things bread vans in China. It's the cheapest car you can buy. It's
They're ridiculous little vans.
Tiny little thing based on like an old Suzuki little van. They don't move. They're the slowest vehicle.
They got like an 800cc engine, sometimes a 1.2.
Like 30 horsepower.
Yeah, they're stupid, but they get the job done.
Yes. So this guy driving, he says, "Do you believe me that it's gonna have like a pull you back feeling?"
Yeah.
Like like when you're in a fast car.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. The guy's like,
yeah. It's
like, are you kidding me? This car, the seat is unbuttoned. I just wanted to show you the seat cover there.
Yeah. Let's go back to the seat cover,
which I thought was amazing in a car that new costs like $1,000. It's like Dolce and Gabbana.
Yeah, Dolce and Gabbana. Yeah, exactly. Seat covers. It's pretty funny. Now this, what you're looking at here is a Tiger 4x4, which is a Chinese armored vehicle, and Bolivia recently had an attempted coup. I don't know if you guys know about that or not, but like 2 days ago or something. So the military stormed the parliament, or I guess the government building with these, armored vehicles, which they purchased from China.
It looks like derpy. What is that? Not the people, the vehicle.
I can't remember. It's the Tiger 4x4 is what it's called. So what is
windows look ridiculous.
Yeah, it looks like the
Why
space
does it have a target on it? It's like shoot here. This is where the man is.
Yeah, maybe that's their military symbol.
That's where the driver is.
Yeah. So anyway, they were on their way to the coup, and one of the vehicles,
as you do,
armored vehicles, the wheel hit the curb. Okay,
bro.
Let's see what happened. I'll get out of there for a second. So this vehicle, the wheel hit the curb. And the tie rod snapped.
Oh, I see it straight. See that?
Yeah, see one wheel's off to the side, one wheel straight. Now, here's the thing. If you have an armored vehicle, it's supposed to be tougher than, like, let's say a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
But it's not if it's a Chinese armored vehicle. Because if you hit that curb...
the war.
Yeah, exactly. If you hit that curb in your mom's Hyundai, you might bend the tie rod, but you're probably not going to break it. You'd still be able to drive off, okay? But they couldn't. They couldn't fix it either.
Chinese military vehicles...
Yeah, that's
break
kind of
their tie rods when you curb them.
Yeah, when you hit a curb. So just so you know, don't buy Chinese military hardware.
I'm sorry, but my Toyota wouldn't even break if it did that.
Remember we fixed that Toyota MR2 that had been T-boned?
Yes.
And the entire tie rod had bent. It was like it got hit at high speed, but we could still drive it. I just needed to adjust it.
It was
we could
fine.
drive it. Yeah, and I replaced it eventually.
It's fun, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, just saying, okay?
No need to dwell.
No need to dwell. All right. So before we continue, we have a word.
Yes. We love AG1. AG1 is probably one of our best sponsors we've ever had, and it's something that we drink every single day.
Absolutely.
Mix it with some water. Ding, 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 ding. Drink it down. You've got all your vitamins and minerals that you need for the entire day.
Yeah.
It's research backed. It's fantastic nutritional supplement.
Athletes take it. Segment of the show. And within the Soft Power Hour, we're going to be showing you Sloppaganda and Beyond the Great Firewall actually today. So there have been some, how should we say, disturbing things happening in China recently.
Yeah.
When you say
yeah. Hopefully we can make a little bit of light of it because some of this stuff's going to get very heavy. And I will pre-warn people, like one of these clips in particular made me very upset.
Yeah.
That's not maimed bodies or anything
No,
like
it's
that.
nothing like that.
But it's just like so oh, it's so gross and bad what they've been teaching.
Yeah, it was very necessary for us to cover
It
this
is.
stuff.
It is.
So I'm pretty sure by now, since we covered it on the show, but in China we had some nonsense with some foreigners being stabbed recently. Okay, so not only did we have the 4 American professors or from America that were stabbed, okay, in a xenophobic attack in China in a tourist area, but we've also recently had a horrific attack on Japanese school children in a school bus, which has actually left someone dead. And we'll talk about that, but it's basically the ramp up of xenophobic attacks against foreigners in China is real.
Yeah. So Beyond the Great Firewall is where we show you the stuff that China's trying to cover up, but it's on their internet in China, and they don't want the rest of the world to know about it.
Yeah. But first we're going to start with something a little humorous.
I've wanted, and I thought it was incredibly necessary
sure.
to make sure you go into this not so down.
Yes.
So we prepped you. You're kind of like down here. We'll bring you back up here, and then we'll bring you down here.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just be a free fall.
Yeah.
So a while back, you had filmed this clip, and this is you were pulling this B-roll out the other day.
Yeah.
And we noticed something, and we found the answer to the question.
Yes, because remember, we're looking at this, and notice there's a guy behind this woman wearing a Linkin Park t-shirt. And remember, I said, there's no way this dude's ever listened to Linkin Park in his life. And then we both remembered.
Because it's not that popular.
No. Especially
maybe in Shanghai. They had one show in Shanghai.
Yeah, especially not in, the
Where
dude who's dragging the broken bits of electronics around the back alleys of Huajianbei. He's not the kind of guy who's rocking out to Linkin Park.
No, that's more, you'd have local Chinese music, techno, like Chinese happy hardcore techno, that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, the fact of the matter is, I was saying, I saw these Linkin Park t-shirts all over China.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy, and I couldn't figure it out because I didn't ever once hear Linkin Park in China.
No, I never heard
It's just one of those weird things.
So we're discussing it.
Yeah.
And I noticed one thing about this. I pointed this out to you, and you're like, yeah. Get closer to this guy's shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What about it?
Only this specific, because there's hundreds of Linkin Park t-shirt designs, right? It's only this specific one about
always.
It's some tour,
Minutes to Midnight.
Minutes to Midnight or something. It says Minutes to Midnight Linkin Park, right? And it's only that shirt.
Only that shirt.
It's only that shirt and variations of that design.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are people promoting this so much, especially when Linkin Park was banned?
Yeah, they're not allowed to go to China.
Yeah, in China after 2011 because they opposed to the Dalai Lama.
And I took this particular footage, I probably took around about 2017, 18. Oh, yeah, it was 2018. We looked it up.
Yeah.
I took this particular clip in 2018. So Linkin Park's not allowed to go to China.
Minutes to Midnight album. That's right. That's right.
All right. So why are they wearing Linkin Park t-shirts everywhere if it's banned? They're banned in the country.
So a fantastic Wired journalist, that magazine Wired or whatever, tech magazine, went to China to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right. And he or she became obsessed with this.
Okay.
Right?
I was trying to read that guy's
Absolutely.
t-shirt.
Yeah. What did that one say?
I couldn't see. It was too blurry.
Oh, man. I thought that would have been kind of funny.
Yeah. Anyway.
Because there were variations of it that which said Kinkin Park.
Kinkin Park.
And this started going viral on the internet. People were like, why are Chinese people wearing Linkin Park and Kinkin Park t-shirts? You can pause it there first.
Okay. Sure.
So she's like, I got to go to China to figure this out. Scrubbed everything. Went to all knockoff markets and everything, trying to ask people, figure it out. Maybe they go on Taobao and find out these suppliers and stuff.
Yeah.
Turns out it's a combination of it's called like third-party manufacturing or something. So basically what'll happen is a manufacturer in China will get an order, say, I got to make 10,000 Linkin Park t-shirts or whatever. Then there'll be some with mistakes or something and run off like that. And then they'll sell on the black market.
Yeah.
But if something starts to gain some popularity or it looks like the market's flooded with these things, other people will make versions of them too.
Yes.
So basically tons of different people were making different versions of this exact logo and t-shirt. And you had like old ladies wearing it.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing old men wearing it. I was like, why are they wearing
Linkin why is everyone wearing
t-shirts?
Linkin
This guy's
Park
like 80.
t-shirts?
He's in the park doing like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so it was this combination of like knockoffs and this weird everyone's doing it, so everyone else is going to do it. It's pretty funny, and it still persists.
Yeah, it still persists today. I mean, this is also another warning. If you're getting anything manufactured in China, you kind of end up undercutting yourself as well.
Yeah,
because
that is fucking hilarious, guys.
for instance, Nike factory will make Nikes, but then they also make the same shoe without the branding on it, you know, in the same factory, and then they just sell it as their own product to the local market. So they take over the Chinese market.
Yeah, I won't say the brand because I mean, this happens to so many. But there's one specific brand that was making a very expensive article of clothing, and what those people were doing in the factory is when the factory was done for the day, they'd go and manufacture more of the same thing, and either make something about it like a little bit different, or take some for themselves and like sell it for way, way, way cheaper.
Yeah.
So it's the real thing, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like it's from that factory.
It's made in the same factory by the same people.
Yeah, but not for that brand,
yeah.
right? So it's interesting. It happens a lot.
So that explains away the Linkin Park t-shirt phenomenon, which is still big in China.
Yeah.
Kinkin Park, dude. Kinkin Park. Okay, Beyond the Great Firewall Part 2, Simba's Pride.
This is where it gets dark. I want to cheer you guys up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we wanted to show you a progression here. Okay. In China, in the last couple of years, it's been very popular to make skits for social media. Anti-Japanese skits. I mean, look, the government puts anti-Japanese TV shows on every single day of the week. You cannot turn a Chinese TV on without seeing one of those fantasy war dramas where the Japanese are being bad and then the peasants rise up and slaughter them all and stuff. You know, it's like just the way it is. It's like power for the course, right? But now civilians are in their own time making and putting out there, the government does it too, these kind of skits. So let's just talk about
what would you say the source of their imagination is?
Oh, yeah.
My source is that I made it the f up.
Not this.
What's their source of imagination to come up with
the
this?
source of imagination. I'm sorry.
Where I can find the source of imagination.
So their sork is definitely from the government. I'm saying this is not organic.
No, this is not organic. Remember, from early childhood all the way to adulthood, Chinese people are taught in education and through the media that Japanese people are evil and bad. That's just the way it is, okay? And also foreigners are evil and bad.
Yeah.
Now, this is
what the fuck?
the kind of skit that's got fairly high production and goes around and gets
play in the background.
millions and millions of views. But let's kind of describe what's going on here.
Okay, so there's some kids and they're saying like, oh, the youth, because if you're united, you're strong or whatever. And then this random Japanese woman comes out of this place, this Japanese school, and she's like, "You're bothering my sleep, you little pigs."
And like tries to slap one of them. It looks like it's like stop. You know. So what is? Here's the important part, right? So the kids.
This is a skit. YouTube, chill out.
Yeah, it's a skit.
Relax.
So this is you know, our China or whatever, and he like kicks her. Now this is the part that I want to pay attention to. Is this normalizes, you know, violence against Japanese people. So it's kind of normal for them to put out a skit like this.
As they've been doing since Mao's time on TV, literally.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, okay, it's okay for like a schoolboy to kick a woman just because she's Japanese.
Wow. That's even worse.
This is simulated YouTube.
Yeah, it's simulated, but still.
I know, I'm just getting YouTube to back off. Chill out.
The reason why these skits exist is because they're encouraged.
Yeah.
Not only are they encouraged, but endorsed by the government. And the reason I say they're endorsed is anything that's posted on the Chinese internet, if it's not censored and it's not blocked, because remember, it's the most controlled internet in the world. If I post something on the Chinese internet that's like violent or bad or controversial in any way, if it's not taken down.
Remember, I told you guys that. I told you ours is about fucking almost simulated like that. No.
That's because the Chinese government gave it a check. They're like, yes, that's okay. It's got to pass.
Why do you think when I scrolled Douyin that there were so many of these and they're viral now? And it's weird. They're all surrounding this very ridiculous straw man thing where like a Japanese person is in China for some reason and they're being mean.
Yeah.
And
so
like, they're like, I hate you, stupid people. You're bad. And they're like, don't you dare say that.
So
like, stand on a Chinese flag or something. Like this would ever happen.
It would never happen. So like the Japanese guys come out and they're like, hey, this is our Japanese school, you know, don't interrupt us. And then the Chinese teacher comes out and says, you guys are bad and all this nonsense. The usual kind of crap, and let's point fingers, and they end up going and destroying the school basically. You know what I mean? They're like, you get us out of here, get out of here, you Japanese, you know, what are you doing here? Okay, now it's important to show how socially acceptable it is to show violence against ordinary Japanese citizens just for being Japanese.
Where do you think
Right.
this anti-foreigner sentiment's coming from, guys?
Yeah, why do you think there are people stabbing Japanese people in China?
Yeah.
And by the way, this is not an isolated incident. It wasn't that long ago that a Japanese guy was stabbed as well. Not that long ago, and it happens more than you would care to know. Look, they're like, let's go fight the Japanese and bringing out
What up,
troops
Crystal?
and
What up,
school
Stacy?
kids.
I mean, like, this is just so dumb, and they're all dumb. They're all mad dumb.
They're dumb, but again, like I said, the whole.
I'm not belittling.
Yeah, no. The takeaway from it.
What up, y'all? We just watching some funny fucking clips.
Is that they are normalizing violence against random Japanese people in China.
Yes.
It's okay. It's seen as a patriotic thing. It's seen as something that's healthy. You know, it's seen as something that you should do if you're a true Chinese person.
It's getting people riled up.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Imagine you're an impressionable young man and you see this every day of your life. Look, they're like
Literally
smashing-
every day of your
yeah,
life. Yeah.
they're smashing the school's sign now, destroying it. They're like
Japanese school.
Yeah, it's like, how dare you get it? And they
Get out of
say, get out of China. That's what they said there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, look how proud we are, and all this
They have
nonsense.
their patriotic shirts. So then they go and then finish it off with the patriotic chant. So this has been a thing that's been going around. It's been going around and in China forever, but it's because of the age of social media, people can make their own thing now. It's not just like CCTV, like the
Yeah.
Chinese state television
Yeah.
anymore. It's people are making these themselves.
Yeah. So we just wanted to show you the progression. So this is the kind of thing that you see on your social media, and people are liking it and sharing it. It's getting millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of views in some cases because, you
I
know,
hadn't seen
it's
that.
good to be proud.
I haven't seen that. That was our first time I seen that. That's fucked up that they're teaching kids that.
Chinese nationalists who hates Japanese people.
Now, this flies so deeply and far in the face of what China's doing in their propaganda department, which is trying to show the rest of the world right now that China is open for business.
Yes.
You can invest, you can travel. Please do.
Yeah.
We have this new 140 whatever hour visa, visa free
Come
thing.
see
that you
for
can
yourself.
Come for yourself. We've been getting bombarded with propaganda messages.
Isn't it
about
funny? One of the biggest things they say when we put something critical about the Chinese government or society, they say, oh, you've never been to China. You
Yeah.
come, dude, like we both lived in China over a decade. We speak
they
the
don't know
language.
who
We're
they're
married
dealing
to
with.
Chinese people. We
Yeah.
have Chinese friends and acquaintances in China. We know, dude, we know what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
But it's this whole idea that, oh, come see for yourself. But if you do actually go try and see for yourself and you try to go to Xinjiang or whatever, just try.
Yeah.
Unless
Try.
you go to those very curated, like Potemkin village things.
We've seen people recently. I don't want to get off topic. We've
Yeah.
seen people recently that have drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And then go to Xinjiang and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is bad.
Yeah.
This is really bad." Anyway, so the be all and end all here, before we get into this horrible clip, is that China is trying to have its cake and eat it too. It's trying to show the rest of the world everything's fine, everything's cool, but then at the same time, domestically in China, they want people to hate the rest of the world. It's this weird like discombobulation. You can't tell your people with state media all the time, everyone is bad except for Chinese people. Everything is bad. We must hate them. We must hate them. America and Japan are the source of all your problems, right?
Yeah.
And then
Right, that's enough of that. Once you get off track.
I think you're okay.
Or 7 months ago, so they're like racing, it says. The Seeker. Ooh.
Organic article in these cases, so working on produce a crop that's beneficial to women. There's just a whole lot of love put into this operation.
To outdo each other by discovering and identifying the most dinosaurs.
What is humankind's greatest achievement? The Age of Enlightenment? Music, perhaps? What about the Great Pyramid of Giza? Well, for many, it doesn't get any more glorious than the day Neil Armstrong stepped foot on the moon. This year marks the 50th anniversary of that remarkable feat of technology and daring. And while the moonwalkers Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin dominate our memories of that event, there's a third astronaut who deserves his place in history. Michael Collins piloted the Apollo 11 command module in lunar orbit while the
Rival prospectors were said to engage in fistfights, even smashing fossils in the opposing camp. On one expedition, Marsh hired 2 Army scouts.
Here was the one I wanted y'all to see. South Korea. Excuse me.
All right. Scientists in South Korea have created a new breakthrough in nuclear fusion. The reactor, equipped with new components, is able to better withstand blistering temperatures and sustain a swirling ball of 100 million degree plasma for almost 50 seconds. Here's a report to know why it is called an artificial sun and how it promises to revolutionize the world's energy needs.
The sun is the brightest object in the sky. Its surface burns at about 5,500 degrees Celsius. The sun's core is an incandescent 15 million degrees Celsius.
Bump that noise.
Beginning in 1897, the public image of the new discoveries was shaped by artist Charles Knight. Originally hired by Pope to portray dinosaurs in scientific journals, Knight was soon commissioned to paint
What up, though, y'all?
magazines and museums.
We're going to take advantage of this rabbit hole. What up, Brian? This one you'll find fucking fun, Brian. Aha.
Change from the Crystal Palace dinosaurs. By the 1920s, the idea of dinosaurs was quickly
Y'all see that up there?
imagination. It is seen from the Walls of Earth, 1925.
Yeah.
Though loosely based on scientific theory, probably chosen more for its
Let's see here. Oh, bean.
for some unknown reason.
I think that was my last query.
Dinosaurs, slow-moving, cold, and dim. Knight reflected this view in 1942 when he wrote and illustrated an article for National
This key search.
magazine. She described the dinosaurs.
See what she says now. Yeah. What up, Brian?
The landscape, dragging her tail, a wallowing
I keep telling everybody you guys can get on CIA and read documents. You don't have to wait to watch it on something. But I do it if you guys are scared. So look at the CIA analysis of the Warsaw Pact, Force One. Ugh. Yeah.
in the 1960s. French crop of paleontologists was making new
Argentina declassified project, The Dirty War.
question the notion of dinosaurs as lumbering beasts.
Green laser. Oh, helium neon gas lasers. So essentially argon laser. Blue green argon laser. That's right there. Look at that. Development of radar and oh. They just shut me off, y'all. They said, fuck you, Ronnie. What's the bullshit? You asked for laser, just plain laser. Let's see. Yeah, we were right there. Development of radar and infrared equipment. What's this document put out? Hold on, I want to see when this document goes out. See if we can get it to pull off. Imagine that. Unavailable. But I see it here. Yeah, Yeah, that's what they are. Rare earth gases. But obviously they were playing with it at one point. What was that? Green laser. So okay. So publication date. This is April 8th, 1965. Okay. This was shit they were playing with in 1965. You see this publication date? That's here, I'll highlight it. That publication date is when that doctrine was filled out. Okay. Document was released in 2005. Document still wasn't created till December 28, 2016. So that's when you were able to see it on this. It was actual PDF. So that means they took all the blacked out shit on there. You guys actually believe? That's crazy. So I filled 1 million tubes with neon and argon gas in my career. Well, they were using fucking to power a laser, green laser, blue-green argon laser. This is CIA documents. Here, we'll do this. Filter by post date, filter by release date. We'll do a post date. We got 15 of them there. Let's see what's good in here with lasers. Let's see what we got. Are we going to restrict me on that? Are we going to let me explore?
Retinol body wash is packed with our penetrating vitamin D3 complex. Skin that's healthy only wears Pampers.
It's being real slow. At the top it says, "Do you mean Blue Bear?" You go and find out you're CIA. Airfields in Romania.
Are the result of scientists trying to fill in the missing pieces of a complex process. This is a wonderful head. This is the head of a primate.
I knew I was going to do that. Optimization of radars.
I grew up with a brontosaurus skeleton in New York. A skeleton from Wyoming. This head was on it. It's another head, but it's a long head. How did early dinosaur experts put the wrong head on the brontosaur? When big dinosaurs died, their remains were often torn apart by scavengers or scattered by flood.
Interesting. Optimization of lasers. See, they've been optimizing lasers for a minute.
Heads and bodies often went for separate ways.
Look for
Very rare. Head, neck, also the tail, which gets apart.
Where you go?
The first brontosaurus.
Harmite domain.
It was a big head from the quarry to the bottom. Take the body from quarry A, the head from quarry B, so together. Now then, they fit together. Yeah. But as more fossils were discovered, scientists realized their mistake and replaced brontosaurus heads in their museums. Doctors hunting ground is Como Block in central Wyoming. He returns every summer
Shit,
to
neat.
more dinosaur rocks. He's joined by groups of graduate students hoping to make their mark in the field. They'll likely have little to show after a long day in the blistering heat. It's the possibilities that drive them on. The chance to discover a completely new dinosaur, or a complete skull or skeleton. If they're lucky, their finds will add to the continuing wealth of fossils that began in the early 1800s. As the evidence accumulates, new theories are formed, old ones discarded. From sluggish Samoans, fleet-footed upland racers. From cold blood to warm blood.
That seemed like covered up right there.
As our picture of them becomes clearer.
Well, that's describing. He's fucking describing. There was no flame. The driver wearing a black bordered blue equilates proceeded toward the field. Truck I with the driver wearing black bordered blue equilates entered the yard. But the donuts on like a fucking actual document. Like an agent briefing.
He took his treasure to the Museum of the Rockies in Bozeman and devised an experiment. The answer to his question was written on the bones of a dinosaur hatchling. If the leg bones were weak, baby dinosaurs
These are
parental health, indicating bird-like
our briefings. Huh.
Owner needed to determine which of his specimens were embryos and which were just hatched.
What up, Brad?
Enabled him to visualize the largest
Alright, let's get all that.
inside the egg. Meaning that this must have been hatched. Once he identified a hatchling like that, he could have taken the function.
Let's go.
From its microscopic structure, he could determine if
I know I'm no longer sharing. I gotta get back up on there.
he concluded these
Excuse me. What up, Brad?
depended on their parents.
Let's go to presets.
Bird-like behavior, never heard of in dinosaurs before. He appropriately named the new dinosaur Moose, the good mother listener. With his new knowledge about Meiosaurus, Owner headed back to the
Bring you to the Reaper's world.
concluded that 80 million years ago, the surrounding area was a giant dinosaur nursery. Adult Meiosaurus must have
There's a lot of action tonight. He's rolling on me.
as the nesting colonies of many seabirds today.
Oh, yeah, a few around us.
Nothing pollinated.
Nothing abnormal. All right, let's break this cluster, guys. That is current fucking air traffic over the United States. So let's break it down all military.
It's similar to food.
H-60 Black Hawk. It's not far off. It's up by Grand Rapids. Making listening, mad love, Crystal, mad love. Just showing you guys what I'd be normally looking at. So yeah, black dots, obviously Ronnie. What we got here? So that's the aerial refueler. You come from, where did you go? Okay, Joe.
Such as Horner and Buck. The uniqueness and diversity of the
Still waiting on it to catch up.
ever clear. They were all without being humans, reptilian without being reptiles.
This came from up by Alaska.
When did these innovations begin? The answer may lie in
Out of
the
here.
narrative of the movie.
Yep, definitely came from up by Alaska.
Today, 65 million years after the last dinosaurs disappeared, their
That's another aerial refueler or sprayer.
Though the rocks are slow to give up their treasures, scientists have discovered over 3
That's flight probably coming from Colorado to at the bunkers. No, Arizona.
On average, a new type of dinosaur is named every 7 years.
All right. Who you is while you're there? C-17. Yeah. Big flight trucker. Oh, I see you, baby. My love. Ribeyes, Brussels sprouts, loaded taters. Oh, hell yeah. What up, Cody? Oh, I'm getting there, Brad. I'm going to get across these, bro. This picks up everybody. This one. The other people like to use a Flight Radar 24/7, but Ronnie likes picking up everybody. All right, let the map catch up. It's a lot of action down here. Whiskey G. That sounds American. It's Indonesian military. Here we still click them Indonesia. What's this? Spain military. It's an Airbus. No call sign. United States military. PA Poseidon. All right, so that's a sub hunter. I'm guessing that's fucking over by Malta, by Spain. Taiwan. That's South Korea. Okay, we need to be over here. Bingo. Who's this? Oh, Russian military. We got a Russian jet. What are we flying? That's just a personal one.
And that's very rare, very hard to find.
What are you doing? 16,000 feet?
Descending through one of the valleys.
What the fuck? It's not very high. I'll say with all the radar jamming going on over here, I'm surprised we were even picking that up.
To understand where the dinosaurs rose to dominance, they must go back to sediments some 230
Who's this? United States military. Oh, that is a fucking presidential plane. Look, see, a Russian plane's gone. See that? So I said I'm surprised we were even picking it up, by the way. That fucker sure just disappeared. So we check this one. Spain military. What's that? Poseidon. They're self-hunting. That's definitely the only time that plane comes out, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sub hunter on the loose. We're here, Morocco military. Lockheed C-130 Hercules. Huh. I know what you are. Or are you? Okay, so UK and United States. What's your altitude? You dropping your altitude? You're at 37,000 feet running. He's like, shit, I got caught. Yeah, they do. I'm telling you, I've caught Spain military jets fucking over here. I've seen a lot of bullshit. South Korean PA Poseidon. So we give South Korea fucking Boeing Poseidon, right? You guys are witnessing this right here. You're watching it right now. That is a fucking South Korean military P-8 Boeing P-8 Poseidon. You see that? Okay. Really sucks my map ain't fucking catching up. Come on, map. Here, let's give it a refresh. Dark Wayme Sherman. Dark Wayme. Sherman. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Hell, We jumping at that 9:30 mark, so let's see. Rabbit hole is fucking fun while it lasts, I guess. That's a bitch. Kick me off. It's all right. What up, everybody? Thanks for doing the late night show. No fucking problem. Shit, I'm about to do some dabs right now. I might open this bitch up now. But yeah, I shared all this info with my boy Crispy earlier today. He wanted to know. I was just about to get into the satellite shit. We can track satellites. It's fucking fun. I don't know about anybody else. It's fun.
Here, mammal-like reptile fossils are almost non-existent.
Let me see if I can drop this over here. Facebook. This motherfucker over here is still trying to go. I'll just drop the link right up in the Facebook and pin it. Boy, anybody who wants to come up, they can come up, say what's up. Smoke out with Reaper. Should have did this earlier. My bad, my bad. All right, I can do it from here.
Most remark outwards limbs. Its unique knee joints allow it to move on 2 feet. Bipedal steps that gave it the agility and speed to surpass the low-slung mammal-like reptile. It also freed up its forelegs. The bipedal, so his forelimbs are used for grasping, breaking, tearing apart prey.
I don't know what the hell going on behind. Making some bacon for our tater toppings. Hell yeah. That sounds wonderful.
Big teeth with serrated edges like a steak knife. And of course, the major feature is the secondary jaw joint, right here, a sliding jaw joint that allows the tooth-bearing part of the lower jaw to open independently of the rest of the lower jaw that opens from back here.
Still don't know what the fuck's going on back here.
They have by about 30 degrees.
Oh,
and
dinosaurs.
Prey up front.
We're talking about teeth and shit back there. Scared the fuck out of me. Thought I was going to need to pray. Sweet Jesus, come save me. Here, I can drop it right here real quick. Let's say YouTube.
There's another puncture wound down here. From the size of these, it looks like
Everybody
they may have been fighting over
smoke a doobie. I'll do a daddy. So yeah, if anybody want to come up, link there. Link in the description. Trying to get those out right, and I can actually put up there. I'm working on making sure all the charging is all right, honey. See what I'm doing.
In October 1991, one of Sewell's graduate students,
Love you too.
Ricardo Martinez, found his team uncovered the bones of a dinosaur barely the size of a buck. It was found in sediments 228 million years old, practically the dawn of dinosaur age. It was named Eola, the dawn of the
Shit. It's gonna be magical.
This is the skull of Eolaptor, tremendously important in the dinosaurs. The teeth of this shows that it is a carnivorous animal.
I ain't got no one every. This shit's fake as hell. Just eating a Tootsie Pop sucker my wife left me.
Ancestry of all the carnivorous dinosaurs is this incipient jaw bone, the second joint that allows it to manipulate prey. And that's a major characteristic of all
Jesus, my phone's being extra too.
primitive features.
I think they know, y'all.
It still has the old
They're like this son of a bitch.
considered to be an ideal answer for to later primitive time. Living just before Eratosaurus, Eoraptor had similar features, including a bipedal stance and serrated teeth.
Come on.
But its sliding jaw joint was much less developed. Even so,
I just reminded you, you got some of those with you. Yeah. Hold on, we're trying to get this damn thing to work.
Judging from modern crocodiles and birds,
Alright, he is being stupid. I think I put the link in the description too. I did. Link is in the description also if anybody wants to come up.
Eoraptor's features were similar to those of Balerosaurus, but more
What are they talking about raptors behind me? That shit's scary.
serrated teeth and a natural stance were too much for the slower, bigger brain, mammal-like reptiles.
What you say you were just trying to come up? Did you know what the hell you were doing?
Dinosaurs had replaced
It's all good, Crystal. I'm doing me a dabber though. Might not be up there too much longer. Cheers, everybody.
This image of dinosaurs is far removed from the picture of them that's sized reptiles. London's Crystal in 1856. Science once pigeonholed dinosaurs as reptiles, but today they share features with birds and mammals too. They also have their own traits, unmatched.
Why do we get high so we forget you fuckers?
Generations of dinosaur scientists have seen their discoveries.
Alright, I'm peeping out this motherfucker, man. I love everybody. Y'all stay safe, stay motivated, stand the ground, open your third eyes, pay attention. I'm out.